What's up, guys? I'm bringing you guys a new YouTube video. This one's going to be a relatively quick video. I just want to talk about a few things. First being the new implementation that I'm adding into my process, system, whatever we want to call it. So what I've noticed in the year of 2024 is that I've been repeating the same 2 to 3 mistakes, which we'll touch on later, but the point is that I've been so focused on the technical side of trading in terms of finding setups, recognizing opportunity, um, you know, keeping my eyes on the right charts, the right themes, the right sectors, etc., you name it. And I've kind of noticed that I emphasize the mental side of trading a good amount, but clearly not enough because there's, like I said earlier, 2 to 3 mistakes that I just repeatedly keep making. And quite honestly, I'm getting really fucking tired of it. It's annoying, it's avoidable. I know for a fact it's avoidable. And yeah. So that being said, I actually came across this video 6 months ago. I remember the day I was listening to it at work with my AirPods in. I listened to it twice. But the issue is I wasn't really engaged. I was just kind of listening to it as like background noise. And the other issue is that I never implemented it to the full capacity into my system. Now, I've touched on this in other videos, but I do grade my trades on a technical aspect D through A, so like a grading system. Instead of 1 through 5 star, I just do D through A or A through D, whatever we want to say. But that's more technical, and I also include like my execution in there, like how I'm feeling mentally while I'm physically executing the trade. But like I said, it's not enough emphasis on the mental game. So that being said, I actually came across this video again because I felt the need to come really watch it and really be engaged and actually finally implement what he was talking about in this video into my actual system because of, as you guys know, I touched on my last video. I made a really big mistake on a trade that honestly would have been my biggest trade yet, dollar amount wise, percentage amount wise, and I fucked up really bad. And that's where I kind of just realized, dude, like I'm being a bonehead and I'm making bonehead mistakes. It's getting old. It was cute the first time. It was funny the second time. Now it's just getting fucking old. That being said, let's talk about what we see on the screen now. So, I'm not really going to go into depth of what he talks about in this video. I will link this video in the description as well as his website where you can access plenty of templates that may or may not help you in your trading system. I know this specific one will because I'm going to be touching on this on a week-to-week basis and especially on a month-to-month basis and quarter-to-quarter basis, whatever the case may be. But now, let's talk about it. So here we see C game, B game, and A game. And the main premise that I will share from that video is pretty much you want to work on your C game, making your C game less and less worse because we're all human. We're not rational creatures. You know, emotion does get involved into trading, whether we want to admit it or not. We love to say, well, don't involve your emotions, don't do this, don't do that. Easier said than done. And no one really explains what that even means. So, I'm going to explain what it means based on my experience and my opinion, of course. So, my C game is I'm trading distracted, whether that be on my phone, looking at Twitter, I don't know, whatever the case may be. Distracted, it's self-explanatory. Hesitating in any sense. Now, this just means pretty much that for whatever the reason may be, I'm just hesitating to take the trade, to hit the buy button for whatever reason. Letting FOMO influence trades. This is one of the mistakes that I've been making repeatedly over and over again the past couple of months, which have been actually pissing me off. It's getting to the point where it's getting really fucking old. So I'm putting that in my C game because that's unacceptable. That's a behavior that I'm leaving in 2024. We'll touch on that later though. Maximum use of thought and it influences execution. I actually touched on this on my last monthly recap video. In my opinion, the more you think when you're executing trades or when you're trading at all, whether you're a day trader, swing trader, positional trader, the more you think, the less profitable you become. There should be no thought involved. It should just be a robot clicking buttons, simply following a a process that you already thought out. So that process did all the thinking for you. So what you're simply doing is executing on the process and doing absolutely no thinking, letting outside noise influence trades. Now, this is something I also touched on in a monthly recap video, but being on Twitter or Discord servers where other people are swing trading, which I'm honestly debating on leaving all of them come 2025. I will touch on that a little bit later too. But letting outside noise influence trades is pretty self-explanatory, whether that be social media, whether that be, I don't know, whatever the case may be. Missing obvious setups. Now, this, I put this in here, but in a raging bull market, you're going to be missing a lot of setups just because there's just so much opportunity. You don't really know which ones to choose from, and that's actually not even a bad place to be at. But I added it in there in the sense that sometimes there are periods in the market where there's only like a handful of setups, and you know, I just personally think this also comes with experience, just being able to weed out the shitty opportunity or the mid opportunity for the great opportunity. So I just put that in there. Getting cute with trades. This is also another mistake that I've made multiple fucking times this year. And like letting FOMO influence trades, I'm quite frankly, I'm over it. Like, this is something I'm leaving in 2024. I'm going to disclose this in this video and future videos. There's only two ways I get out of a trade. It hits my fucking stop loss, whether that be break even or low a day stop, or based on my system, I pull myself out of that trade because of my sell rules. There's no other way. I'm not cutting half of the position before close or whatever the case may be. Just more complication, making shit very complicated. I'm not doing that. Getting cute with trades is done with in 2024. Done. That shit is dumb. I literally learned my mistake with RGTI, and I'm mentioning it again. Sure, there's no reason to really dwell on what you did in the past because it happened, but I'm not dwelling on it in the sense that, I feel bad for myself. I keep dwelling on it to remind myself of the dumb mistake that you made, which made you miss out on free fucking money. Allowing complete randomness into the process. Now, this is just this is pretty much a combination of everything above here. Like, that's just randomness. Randomness does not equal profitability. Randomness gets you random results, and that's not what we're here for. We're here for calculated, purposeful results. We know what we get when we follow the process. Once we deviate from the process, you get randomness. So I just put that in there. B game, thinking but doesn't influence execution. Of course, like I said earlier, we're all human beings. Thinking is a hard thing to not do. But thinking and not letting that influence my trading, I put that in the B game. Gets cute with trades, but goes back to the original plan. So, in a sense, like, let's just say I have low a day stop, and then I start moving that stop for whatever reason higher or to a different price level, deviating from the original plan. But then I go back on my brokerage again and then edit it again and then put my stop back at low a day. That's B game. Technically, that damn near should be C game, but the only reason why it's in B game is because I go back to the original plan. Had I not gone to back to the original plan, it would be in C game. Paying attention to outside noise, but not letting it influence me. Now, in reality, I shouldn't be paying attention to outside noise at all, but like I said, we're humans, we're not rational fucking creatures. So, I will slip up here and there. Now, I put that in there because sometimes I do take trades. Keyword, I already took the trades, and then I go look at outside noise in terms of like Discord groups and see what everyone else took or whatever the case may be. So, yes, I'm paying attention to outside noise, but I already did my trading, and I'm not letting the outside noise that I'm exposing myself to influence me. In reality, I shouldn't be doing it all, but we're putting that in B game. Not decisive, but not indecisive. So pretty much, I go to take a trade. I think about not taking it. I still take it anyways. In my opinion, that's not being decisive, and that's not being indecisive. You're just in the middle. You're bouncing between possibilities in terms of, well, what happens if I take this trade and it goes wrong, or what happens if I take this trade and it goes right. I ended up taking it, and like I said, that's just in B game because back to the first point, I'm thinking, but I'm not really letting it influence me to the max. B game, following sell rules in terms of what I said earlier. There's only, besides if I get stopped at break even or I get stopped out, there's only other one way I get out of a trade, and that's for my sell rules. Following process, but inviting some randomness. So this may be where I let maybe one of these things, not even maybe, let's define it now, make it definite now. I invite one of these things in here, which as a result invite randomness. So let's just say I follow the process to the T from A game, but let's just say I hesitate on one trade, but I took three other trades and I didn't hesitate on that. So we're gonna put that in B game, where for the most part I'm following the process, but I'm inviting some sort of randomness, which we do not like because randomness does not equal profitability in the long term. Now A game is relaxed. I'm coming in not even worried about making money, losing money. I'm just worried about taking the setups that I found from the previous night when I scanned, and that's that. Decisive. I simply take the trade. I don't even think about anything. No thinking. No thinking involved at all. Confident in terms of the sense that, let's say I take a setup and it's going well, but then right around that 10 o'clock, 10:30 reversal, uh, it starts pulling back, maybe to my entry, maybe a little bit red, but I still hold and I still stay convicted because I know I have my stop set in place, I sized accordingly, and that's that. No thinking involved, just procedural memory. Pretty self explanatory. Like I stated multiple times to myself, you start making money when no thinking is involved and you are simply just a robot pressing buttons following a procedure. No outside noise is taken into consideration. Pretty self-explanatory. Absolutely no thought of or actually getting cute with trades. So in B game we talked about how maybe I think about getting cute with trades but I don't physically act on it. A game is I don't even think about it, nor do I even do it. And then following the process to the T, meaning no randomness, following the process to the T. So yeah, that's pretty much a breakdown of how I'm going to be rating myself on a week-to-week basis and month-to-month basis and quarter-to-quarter basis. So yeah, besides that, I'm just going to touch on a few other things. I think I touched on it earlier in the video, but I'll say it again. Yeah, I've come to the crossing road, where I've kind of realized that, not going to say that I mastered the technical side of trading because we can all improve. But if I were to give an honest assessment of my 2024 performance and just my trading performance as of recent, I don't think I need to be spending all this time with the technical side of trading. It's clear that my mental has missed out on opportunity, has made me lose money, and like as we all know, like trading is 10% skill and 90% mental. I just need to get that on board for 2025. Easier said than done, of course, but I know me and I know what my capabilities are, and I know that I'm disciplined outside of trading. So there's no reason why I can't implement that discipline into my trading. Simple as that. Key mistakes that I made in 2024 that we're leaving in 2024. Getting cute with trades. I'm done. Done. I learned my fucking lesson. There is no reason why I should be selling when there's no reason to sell. There is no reason why I'm cutting a trade if it doesn't take out my stop loss. Simple as that. Done. I'm not letting others outside influence. I'm not letting other outside noise influence my trading. That is being left in 2024. I don't give a fuck what anyone else is doing, whether they've made tens of millions of dollars or whether I don't know how much they're making, whatever the case may be. I don't care. The most important opinion is mine. Simple as that. Lastly, I just want to include that I did enter the 2025 USA investment competition, and I'm really looking forward to that. I think it'll be good for me, my mental space. You know, I'm a competitive person. I want to win. Not saying I'm going to win this year, but I will be entering for the next couple of years. I got some big things planned. You know, this year is just a test run. I want to see how I compete against others. I also think it's better for me because, I mean, I already publicly announced, I already put myself out there and my trading out there, so it's subject to scrutiny. But this is subject to scrutiny from people that actually have valid opinions, meaning people that actually make money, because everyone else's opinion is irrelevant. If you don't make money in the markets, you shouldn't have an opinion at all. Simple as that. But, yeah, anyways, we're in the 2025 USIC, and yeah, big things planned in terms of the YouTube channel too. Content is coming soon. IRL content is coming soon. I know I said that about 2 months ago, but I've been allocating money into my personal portfolio as well as some other things. So I haven't really bought the proper equipment to start these videos. I'm thinking my first IRL video will probably be fitness in terms of I have a goal of reaching about minimum 190 pounds by the end of 2025. So I kind of just want to document that. And yeah, we'll start from there. We'll go from there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Thank you.